Elden Ring NPCs explained in 10 seconds. White Mask Vara, your first friend, opens the game by calling you maidenless like he's roasting your entire existence. Then later he's like, join my blood cult, because apparently gaslighting is a faith build now. Ends up finger deep in everyone's business. Literally. Melina, a mysterious spirit woman who appears out of nowhere, gives you rides, then vanishes for half the game. Basically your ghostly life coach. She's kind, she's cryptic, and her idea of intimacy is self-immolation. 10 out of 10 queen of emotional unavailability. Rani the Witch, moon goth royalty with 4 arms and 0 chill. Plots celestial murder whilst being simultaneously charming and terrifying. Half the player base simps, the other half still simps but pretends they don't. Marries you and leaves you for the stars. Blyde, Rani's loyal wolf knight, pure-hearted, brave, and built like a Skyrim mod. His loyalty literally drives him insane, proving even in fantasy, good boys finish last. Iron Fist Alexander, a giant jar man filled with honour, ambition, and probably intestines. Constantly stuck in holes, but he never gives up. The walking definition of bless his heart. You'll cry when you have to break him. Patches, the eternal prankster, pushes you off cliffs, lies through his teeth, and somehow survives every game in the series. He's the universe's biggest inside joke, and we all keep falling for it. Roderica, starts out scared and lost, ends up resurrecting the dead for you. Turns ashes into soldiers and grief into purpose. Honestly, she's the only one in the game who actually grows emotionally. Hugh the Blacksmith, gruff blacksmith grandpa locked in a dungeon. Forging weapons is the only therapy he knows. Treats you like his kid, then dies upgrading your trauma. Fear, want a hug? Sure, but it costs you your stats. She's like a cursed girlfriend for a dating sim. Gives emotional comfort, causes physical suffering, and somehow still has fans. Dung Eater, the human embodiment of a sewer. His hobby is defiling corpses. His smell is an offense to gods. He's not misunderstood. He's just nasty. Millicent, graceful, tragic, and missing an arm. She's fighting both her rot and her creepy old stalker mentor. One of the few who actually gets character growth, then dies painfully. From Software, you monsters. Gideon Ofnir, the all-knowing except not when it counts. Hoards lore, backstabs you, and dies monologuing. Basically a Reddit moderator with delusions of grandeur. Selen, academy dropout turned body horror experiment. Loves magic, hates rules, ends up a pile of heads. Academia at work. Hyetta, blind faith devotee who decides enlightenment means drinking eyeballs. The Gwyneth Paltrow of the frenzied flame. Saluvis, creepy puppet master with the moral compass of a wet sock. Builds lifelike dolls and calls it science. Someone revoke his wizard license. Thops, just a sweet student trying to study. You give him a key, he dies studying. Truly the most accurate representation of university life. Lusat and Azur, two legendary mages who stared at the stars too long and became cosmic rocks. Still more productive than most grad students. Ensha, the silent bodyguard of Gideon, attacks you mid-game for no reason, then leaves his armor like, you win. Peak co-worker drama. D, the hunter of the dead, a holy knight whose entire personality is I hate skeletons. Dies to skeletons. Rest in irony. The twin maiden husks, undead grandmas who sell you everyone's stuff after they die. Soulsborne capitalism at its finest. Enya, the prophet of the 2 giant fingers that wiggle ominously. Her whole vibe screams HR department for the gods. E.g., giant blacksmith who's basically the dad you never had. Keeps everyone alive until the plot kills him anyway. Soulsborne tradition. Tanith. Snake cult mum with big eat the rich literally energy. Runs Volcano Manor like a murder-themed Airbnb. Rhea and Zarias. Her sweet serpent daughter who's just trying to be human. Anxiety queen. Deserves better than this family reunion. Bernal. Your cool teacher until he betrays you because everyone does. At least he makes it stylish. Pydia. Anxious servant who dies off screen. Even his death gets outsourced. Brother Corran. Priest searching for divine meaning. Ends up followed by a naked mathematician. Theology's weird. Gold Mask. Naked golden philosopher who solves godhood using algebra. Modern religion could never. Kale. Santa Claus in red rags. Introduces crafting, sells torches, and then dips forever. Nomadic merchants. They're all cousins, all depressed, all doomed to extinction. The Walmart employees of despair. Gostock. Creepy gatekeeper who steals your runes behind your back. Business major energy. Blackguard Big Boggart. Crab dealer who swears a lot but has a heart of gold. Dies horribly because of course he does. Bok the Seamster. Tiny demi-human tailor who calls you lord. Just wants to make you fancy. If you hurt him, you go straight to the NPC hell. Yura. Samurai vampire hunter with bad luck and worse endings. Keeps dying in new ways. Respectfully tragic. Eleonora. Fashionable blood knight who kills your friends and looks amazing doing it. Terrifyingly iconic. Okina. Dual-wielding mad samurai who screams for 5 straight minutes. Energy drink personified. Narigus. First invader you meet. Bleeds on sight. Still somehow worse than mosquitoes. Kenneth Haight. Rightful ruler of Limgrave saves the guy with no castle, no army and no plan. Bless his delusion. Nephili Lu. Brave warrior with honour and trauma. The one person who actually deserves the throne. Will never get it. Dialos Hoslo. Rich boy on a revenge quest. Ends up running a meat shop. Character development or punishment? I would say both. Albus. Old man disguised as a pot. Spends his twilight years hiding in a jar. Honestly, same. Gowry. Creepy rot researcher obsessed with Millicent. The nice guy of Caelid. Ugh. Anastasia the Tarnished Eater. Invades every 5 minutes to snack on your bones. Please seek therapy. Miriel the Pastor of Vows. A giant turtle priest who loves peace and learning. The only wholesome being in the entire game. If you hurt him, uninstall immediately. Blide again. Because he's the best boy, twice over. Every NPC in Elden Ring fits one of the 5 archetypes. Sad and doomed. Nice but doomed. Creepy and doomed. Helpful until doomed. Or a giant pot. The land between isn't a kingdom, it's a group therapy session run by snakes, dolls, and existential dread.